back from me. Oh, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Money to give all. Oh no, I will not fall down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They go play action here on first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Card out a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week they didn't feel good about it all.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We got three. We ready? Wide and eight.
On play action, now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Taking it about the 16. A beautiful fake. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And now Lynch. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now it's Jackson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try this, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paxton Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Another extra point opportunity here. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches. Here's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The way the game's played now, you almost can take position affiliations off of guys. He may have been a running back, but they count on him to be a receiver and catch that football.
But he could not catch it. A big drop on third down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he falls over it. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Out to his left, going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now Lynch to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing, Lynch, out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. From the gun, it's Lynch. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aldon Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And taken right on the 30. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Carr finding time. And this is going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 4th down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
He'll field this at the 5. Ooh, with a juke. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver to the left is Evans. Here's Lynch down around the goal line. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
We ready? Baby, alert!
From the gun, it's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here we go with 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And this one is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Lynch. And that is incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Lynch. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. On second down, Lynch. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Watching that body, body. Watching that body, body. Watching that body.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr. And that's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd and short. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Carr Carr going to try and throw on third down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Back, back,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
4th and 1. This is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Carr will look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters block.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he fends him off. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On second down, Lynch. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now another shot here at the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send? Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Lynch is going to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. No one down, pass it around. Hey, roll with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, roll with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. Ain't nobody gang, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Shot is in the basement party.